Imagine a world without sound. No laughter, no music, no birds chirping. Sound is everywhere around us, making our world lively and vibrant. But have you ever wondered how sound is produced? How does it travel from one place to another? How do we hear sound? Why are some sounds louder than others? We shall discuss these questions in this video. Sound is produced by a vibrating body. Let us start with the first question: how is sound produced? To answer this, we need to understand what sound is. Sound is a form of energy that is produced by the vibration of an object. What is vibration? Vibration is the to and fro or back and forth motion of an object. When an object vibrates, it disturbs the air around it and creates sound waves. These sound waves travel through the air and reach our ears. Our ears then convert these sound waves into signals that our brain can understand. But why does sound require a medium to travel? We will understand this through propagation of sound. So what is sound propagation? Sound travels because of vibrations in an object. So there must be a medium for its travel. The medium can be air, liquid, or solid. Let us see an example to understand. When we play a guitar, we set adjacent subparticles in motion. This causes a chain reaction in the air. Because of this, we get regions with high and low pressure. This movement is what we perceive as sound. Air molecules bump into the molecules next to them. Hence, back and forth motion of particles causes a parallel direction of motion. Let us get to know more about sound. A sound wave can be graphically represented, showing crests and troughs as regions showing density and pressure. The crests correspond to compressions, which are regions of high pressure and density where particles are closely packed. Troughs correspond to rarefactions, which are areas of low pressure and density where particles are more dispersed. On properly analyzing, we get another property known as wavelength. Distance between two consecutive peaks, crest, or troughs is called wavelength, denoted by lambda and measured in meters. Let's move on to another important property, frequency. The number of oscillations of sound waves per unit time is called its frequency. A number of peaks or troughs per unit of time will give frequency. It is represented by nu, and its unit is hertz. Time period is the time taken for one complete oscillation of a sound wave. It is measured in seconds, s. Next is amplitude. Maximum disturbance in a medium from its mean value during a sound wave is called its amplitude. Now let's discuss a very important topic, which is speed of sound. It is the distance which compression or a rarefaction travels per unit of time. Speed of sound is given by speed equal to wavelength into frequency. The speed of the wave depends on the medium through which it travels. Pitch. Pitch is how our brain interprets the frequency of a sound. Higher frequency result in higher pitches. It describes the nature of a sound wave and how it is perceived by our ears and brain. Loudness is the perception of the intensity of sound, which is related to the amplitude of the sound wave. Higher amplitude results in louder sound. How loud or soft a sound is depends upon the strength of the sound wave. Now let us talk about the quality or timbre of sound. It allows us to distinguish between different sounds with the same pitch and loudness. Rich quality or timbre means sound is more pleasant to hear. This leads to warm or full tone. Different types of sounds based on their frequency content and our perception of them. A tone is a sound of a single frequency, which typically produces a simple, pure sound that is easy to identify. A note is a sound produced by a mixture of several frequencies that, when combined, create a pleasant or harmonious sound. So when many notes are played together, we get chords or melodies. Now let us try to understand how the speed of sound varies. We know for a fact that speed of light is greater than speed of sound. Speed of sound depends on the material and temperature it moves through. It's slower in gases than solids and faster in higher temperatures. Speed of sound is given by speed is equal to wavelength times frequency. The speed of the sound remains almost the same for all frequencies in a given medium under the same physical condition. As temperature increases, the speed of sound in the medium also increases. The speed of sound depends on the material and temperature it moves through. It's slower in gases than solids and faster in higher temperatures. This variation in speed affects how sound is reflected, creating phenomena like echoes and reverberation. Sound reflects off a surface in the same way as light reflects and follows the same rules of reflection. The incident sound and the reflected sound make equal angles with the normal, and all three are in the same plane. In larger spaces, echoes occur when the time gap between the original sound and its reflection is more than 0.1 seconds. The minimum distance to hear an echo is half of 34.4 meters, around 17.2 meters, due to the speed of sound in air being 344 meters per second. Sound in big halls creates reverberation by bouncing off walls. Excessive reverberation is undesirable, so materials like compressed fiberboard, rough plaster, or draperies are used to absorb sound and reduce reverberation. Seat materials are also chosen based on their sound absorption capabilities. Uses of multiple reflection of sound. Megaphones, loudhailers, horns, trumpets, and shehnais are designed to focus sound directionally using tubes and conical openings to reflect sound waves towards the audience. Stethoscopes amplify internal body sounds, like heartbeats, through multiple sound reflections within the device. Concert halls use curved ceilings and sound boards to evenly distribute sound to all corners, ensuring optimal acoustics for the audience. Range of hearing. Audible sounds are sounds which can be heard by us. Humans have a range of hearing of 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Inaudible sounds are sounds which we are not able to hear. Sounds above 20,000 Hz are called ultrasonic and sounds below 20 Hz are called infrasonic. Applications of ultrasound. Ultrasound is used for cleaning hard-to-reach objects by removing dust and dirt with ultrasonic waves. Detecting cracks and flaws in metal blocks by identifying weaknesses through reflected waves. Medical imaging like echocardiography for heart conditions and ultrasonography for internal organ abnormalities. Breaking kidney stones into fine grains for natural flushing, avoiding invasive procedures. Conclusion. So we can now conclude that sound is a form of energy produced through vibrations that travel as longitudinal waves. The characteristics of sound waves, such as frequency, amplitude, and speed, affect how we perceive pitch, loudness, and quality. The speed of sound varies depending on the medium and temperature it travels through. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Edurif to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 9. Thank you.